I have to say that's very true. I think, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's I tell you what else, man. I did not understand and did not like about this.
Go for it. Tell me, Corey.
We won't believe you, but go ahead if you feel like letting it out.
Keep complaining.
Where were the midget clown monkeys on unicycles riding around? The things people have weird dreams. It's like
let me ask you something.
Where were the zombies? Well, I was like, where are the zombies at? I know one of these guys had to be dreaming about zombies. Come on.
Have you ever dreamed about a midget?
I dreamed about a midget once, but I can't tell you anymore.
Last night, and he had your face.
you a damn lie.
I dream about you a lot,
your
Leon.
entire life. None of us in here.
No.
Have ever dreamed about a midget?
More often than not, when you dream, they're fucking boring. Nothing really happens. I mean, maybe the place changes, or suddenly the guy who's your best friend now is like suddenly your second grade teacher or something, and it just you don't even understand why. It's just the way it happens. But nothing like you're not fighting zombies and shit. That happens if you're lucky. Once every 6 months, you get a cool dream. You wake up and go, awesome!
Hey, I do.
Most of the time, you're like, oh, whatever. It's just co-host explaining to me why he liked some horror movie.
It would have been the worst nightmare scenario if I was waiting for it to happen in this movie. It's like right when you're about to bang, like the hottest chick you're ever gonna bang. Oh. Right when you're about to get in there, all of a sudden you just wake up and then you're like, what the fuck?
Now I have to admit that happens to me all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's like in the movie, they say, hey, the only way to get out of this is to shoot yourself or kill yourself, and you wake up. No, put a hot chick in front of me I'm about to have sex with. I'll wake up immediately.
No, I'm the same way. I get kicked right before. You're like reaching for a boob.
In fact, that you about to have sex with that chick. She's the one that kicks you in your ass out the drink. Get the fuck out of me.
And then you try to go back to sleep, and then you open up your eyes, and all of a sudden it is Freddy Krueger. And he's like, I'm your girlfriend now, co-host.
Yeah, no. Or even worse, it's Corey.
I know.
No.
Hey, you already came into my head.
Actually, I'd rather fuck Freddy Krueger than Corey.
I was about to say, I think some of the chicks you brought home have been Freddy Krueger. I'll take a burn victim home tonight.
I was gonna say, man, come on, man. He was being generous. Who else is gonna screw a burn
I was like, there you
victim?
go, projecting again. That's you, dude. When you bring home those 90-year-old wrinkled women, they look like burn victims.
Hey, listen to y'all.
That's you.
Oh, that's you. No, that's you.
That's you. No, that's you.
Oh, no.
Oh, ain't me. No, man.
Some skilled debaters.
I would totally fuck a chick with one leg. Oh, shit. Are we still?
In your dreams, sir.
I thought no one would.
I thought
do
you
that.
have been.
I mean, I'm thinking about this, man. I'm thinking about it hard. I'm going to go ahead and give my rating right now. And it's funny because I was leaning towards full price or a high matinee. And really thinking about this hard, I think I'm probably going to go like a really low full price on it because I'm thinking about all the movies I've seen this summer. This is probably the second best thing I've seen this summer as far as just imagination, creativity, ambition. I really can't think of anything that's tried to come close, even though I do seriously think it failed on the story level, which is very important to me. I mean, that's how serious.
He's very serious.
That's important to me.
You gonna be all right? Give him a hug, Leon.
But yeah, I'll give it a very low full price, and it's just something that I would feel bad if I told people not to see because I do think that an effort was made there.
Damn. Okay, that's a backhanded compliment almost. Yeah, I'm just not as enthusiastic about the movie as you guys. Like I said, I don't fault you for liking it. For me, the score was oppressive and tried to make everything seem either epic or tension filled.
Well, you know who did the
quiet?
You know who did the
same
score?
guy who did that.
I don't dislike the music. I
Your
just
mama
thought
did the score.
There was too much of it.
My
mom was damn talented. The music's good, but it's just
how can you not like the score?
It's just too much, and in scenes where I thought, hey, how about some dialogue?
Well, I was going to say the reason why you probably thought it was depressing is because they had Hans Zimmer plus the guitars from the Smiths.
Well, I wasn't thinking depressing, but anyway, it missed what its key elements for me, and is that human touch, the interaction between characters, the dialogue that makes me really attach myself to some of them. DiCaprio, the whole thing, it's kind of a pet peeve for me when you have the generic character who wants to get back to his generic family. I'm like, I don't really know these kids, so I don't really feel that. You're just paying lip service. It's got some great visuals, some cool turns, some things we haven't seen before, and lots of imagination. And yet, at 3 hours, you know what? For me, any kind of movie that's about a con game or a mind fuck, I'm with it for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But 2.5, it tries my patience. And I just came out of it just kind of like, wow, I'm really glad that's over. And to me, it's a low matinee. Almost works better as a rental because then you can watch it several times and slow it down.
You know, it's funny. I'll never understand you especially, Leon, because you're always like, yeah, that's too long. But I know you'll marathon TV shows just like I will. You'll sit there, watch 3-4 episodes of an hour-long show, no problem. And I'm like, okay, well, what's wrong with the 2.5 hour movie?
There was no time for him to take a shit.
No. When you marathon TV shows, there's a lot of highs and lows and ups and downs. Sure. Whereas this is like one thing that's going on way past its time. It's like I said, any kind of mindfuck movie, I know, okay, there's basically 3 endings that they're probably going to have to this. And it had one of them. It's like, okay, when it ended, I was like, yeah, I kind of figured this is where this was going to go at 30 minutes into it.
Huh. Okay. Well, I didn't get that at all. I thought this was, I've said it over and over again, but it's a puzzle box, and it's a great one. Is it a little cold? Maybe just a little, but not so much that you care with everything else that's going on. I mean, it's like being asked to solve, the audience is being asked to solve this movie, and the solution is in fact given to you, and all the pieces are there for you to put together, but you have to be wide awake, you have to be really paying attention, and you have to actually like that sort of being put in that type of position. There's nothing, you're not dumb or anything if you don't. You're just not the kind of person who enjoys that sort of thing. I am, and I thought this was a major work of art. I really do. This is a high full price movie for me.
Ooh, now, just thinking about it, honestly, I was going to give it a full price. The more I think about it, the more I actually love it. Hearing your review, Corey, and the way you gave it a full price, I mean, I want to be true to myself if I didn't give this movie a better than sex. only because I'm still thinking about this movie. And unlike you, Leon, I fucking love that score. I mean, yeah, even when there are parts where it really, maybe it shouldn't be there, I still wasn't bothered by it because it was an amazing score. But you know what? The thing is, the concept of the idea of the movie really did surpass the actual story itself. But I still enjoyed the story very much. I was very involved, very intrigued. I was really rooting for these characters, all of them, honestly, just to get the fuck out of there. Especially Joseph Gordon-Levitt really sticks out in this movie. And the thing is, he has very little dialogue, and god damn it, that guy should have been fucking Spider-Man. Now I want him to be Robin in the next Batman 3.
Why don't you just marry him?
But other than that, he's a great, he's doing very little on screen. That says a lot about you. If you can really hold my attention with doing very little, you know, as far as a character, you're doing your job. You're acting. All right? All right, Cyrus? You got that? They're going to be all right with you?
Okay.
You know what, and what you just said, you really made me outline what the problem was for me, is that we learn all about DiCaprio's motivation for going in there. You have the whole, like, get the fuck out because it's so dangerous, the situation they put themselves into, and yet I didn't really feel anybody else's motivation to take this on.
And can I add something to that, too? I didn't think that the subplot with him and Marion Cotillard, his wife in the film, who there's some plot twists and secrets with that. That didn't work for me either.
You know what? That did work for me, and his reason for going in there wasn't for her. Mm-hmm. That's just the way things ended up playing out.
But
not at all. But the reason
without giving it away, I mean, I wish I could say why that is without giving it away.
They didn't spend much time going into the whole, like, opening the big briefcase full of money sequence. In fact, they barely touch on that at all, but they do establish that these people are being incredibly well paid to do what they do to take on this job, and that's why they're all in, because, like I said, this is a heist film. This is about a bunch of criminals who are pulling off this master heist, except instead of stealing something valuable, they're being paid a ridiculous amount of money to put something valuable into someone's head.
And Leon, let me say real quick before you interrupted me there.
I'm sorry.
I disagree.
Tell us how much you love this film.
You're doing it again. Right.
He's only gotten done with the prologue.
Look here, though. Leonardo, I did enjoy his character, and the whole plot with his wife, I understood that. It didn't take away from the film. But what I still don't get about you is the soundtrack. I want that soundtrack to be playing when I steal fucking Corey's credit card and I'm trying to fucking steal porn. When I know he's right at the door about to open up, I want to hear that soundtrack.
Yeah, you better watch out. Hans Zimmer sounds like a badass. A name like that, Hans Zimmer is coming for you.
Hans Zimmer.
I have a problem with Hans Zimmer. I have a problem with the guy with the volume control, because Ken Watanabe, as good an actor as he is, he's still kind of hard to understand.
He is a
and they
little
would
hard
crank
to
the sound up as he was talking. I'm like, God damn it, I needed to hear what he was going to say.
Well, I'm with you on that. I love the soundtrack to this.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Leon,
Corey.
what the fuck?
Yeah. Honestly, they need to
How
incorporate.
is nobody understanding
They need to incorporate
Because
this.
the soundtrack was too loud.
What are you?
He's like an 80-year-old man.
I know.
Cut it down! He's in the theater like a silhouette. Cut that shit down already.
I can't hear that Chinaman.
All that African music.
You better get that soundtrack out of my yard.
But you know what? You know what? That soundtrack though. I swear to God, I was waiting for Batman to like come crashing through a roof somewhere, just hearing that.
That would have been the only thing
that's
that
what
would have
always
made it
happens in your
better.
dreams.
Because honestly, almost like the entire cast of Batman was in
I
this
know.
except for Batman.
Yeah, didn't you just keep waiting for Christian Bale to make it?
I know. I was
Or at least
like
come out
in
and
a
start yelling at
snapshot.
people.
I know.
Yeah, come in Christopher Nolan's dream. No.
You know what? Christian Bale is at home enjoying the new Mel Gibson tapes too much.
Yeah. Thank God.
He's right now.
Him and Alec Baldwin is somewhere
Yeah.
sipping mojitos and clicking their glasses.
him, Alec Baldwin, and that fool who was eating that hamburger on the floor.
Oh, David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, and they all taking a toast. Told you that motherfucker would slip up at some point.
I know. Right now, Christian Bale is making a dance mix to fucking Mel Gibson's brand. That's what he's doing. Back a nigga, back a nigga, back a
Dreams collapsing. Have it under control.